guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you get rich this bull cycle, how you actually achieve financial freedom. Number one, there's three things you need to understand. Number one, growth. Number two, rapid growth. And number three, stability. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what this means shortly. But before I do that, understand this is the last cycle. So what you do now matters so much. Now, number one, we're going to talk about growth. Now, what is a growth coin? What is a growth cryptocurrency project? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, surely any coin that goes up in value is a growth project. Well, no, that's not actually the case. And the example I'm going to give you is VeChain. Now, you're thinking, no way. VeChain has to be a rapid growth project. It's up, over 56% within, the space of a week or so. It's starting to take off. It's likely to hit $1 this year, etc. But here's the thing. A growth project is a project that can move in alignment with the market, produce percentage gains, basically consistently in line with the overall market growth. So I'll give you an example. Bitcoin breaks out. What are some growth projects? What are some projects that tend to move with Bitcoin, tend to keep our portfolio growing steadily? They may not achieve, the 10x within, a short space of time, but at least they provide that consistent growth over time in alignment with the overall market. VeChain would be an example of that. Now, can a growth project still produce a 10x, a 20x, a 30x? Yes, they can. But in the midterm to short term, can they achieve 100x? No, probably not likely, which means if you're treating a growth project like a rapid growth project, you're never going to take profit at the right times, and you're always likely to be dumped on towards the end of every bull cycle, right? Or in the middle of a bull cycle. So you have to understand whether you're in a growth project or a rapid growth project, or better yet, you don't want to confuse a growth project with a rapid growth project. And again, every single one of these categories are very important, but depending on how you would like your portfolio to scale, you need to make sure you're structured out properly. So number one would be VeChain, an example of a growth project, a project that moves in alignment with the market, but it's not necessarily going to make you 100x within 3 months or 2 months or anything like that. But at the same time, it could achieve a 20x, etc., right? So that's number one. Now, what's a rapid growth project? Yes, you got it right. Veracity would be an example of a rapid growth project. And well done for those of you that caught our bottom call free of charge. We gave this out on our YouTube channel. If you got this, congratulations. You should be up on this rapid growth project so far. Wait for it. 51%. So by listening to my call towards the end of January, you're now over 50% richer. Well done. Now, what is a rapid growth project? Now, a rapid growth project is a bit different to a growth project. And I know the first thing that many of you were thinking is, well, why don't I just ignore all the growth projects then and just, get into rapid growth projects? Because here's the catch. A rapid growth project typically has a market cap that's very, very low. So for example, VeChain has a market cap beyond $3 billion, whereas VRA has a market cap even under $100 million. So it has more room to grow within the short period of time. So it's a project that could achieve, 100x plus in a cycle. It could achieve, 50x, 100x within a short period of time. So I'll give you a classic example. Bonk token, a project that we gave out last year to our Crypto Crew Premium members, achieved over a 40x in less than 2 months, right? So a 40x return in less than 2 months. This can only be achieved with these rapid growth projects, right? But here's the thing. With rapid growth projects, they're more risky and not all of them play out. So you have to understand which rapid growth projects are most likely to play out, most likely to take off, and you have to know when to take profit, because if not, you'll never make any money. And on top of this, you have to be patient, because if you don't know the right rapid growth project, what tends to happen is you're in the project, you hold on for quite some time, and then guess what happens? You get bored. Growth projects are going up, rapid growth projects are going up, Bitcoin is going up, and then guess what happens? You get bored of waiting, you sell all of your project, whichever project you're in that's a rapid growth project, you move it into another rapid growth project that's already started moving. Guess what happens? The coin you bought sells off, so now you've bought at a top and you're now down 90% on your capital, and then the coin that you traded out of ends up exploding and going up in value. Does that sound familiar, right? Well, this cycle, you don't actually have to suffer that mistake, because if you listen until the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what you can actually do to avoid all of this right away. Now, that would be a rapid growth project that can, basically produce rapid growth within a short period of time. However, there is more risk. You do have to know what you're doing, and you have to understand the right projects to position yourself in based on understanding the project, the tokenomics, the team, reading the white papers, understanding market segments. The list goes on and on and on, which is why we're able to predict these kinds of moves before they even happen. And then last but not least is a stability project. Now, this would be your XRPs, this would be your Bitcoins, this would be your Cardanos, this would be your Ethereum, and I guess you could say some of these are growth projects as well. However, these projects are stability projects because they typically keep your portfolio stable, right? They ensure that if there's a massive sell-off in the market, the sell-off shouldn't be that bad. So let's use Bitcoin, for example. If there's a big sell-off on Bitcoin, that sell-off could be about maybe 3%, or it could be 6%. Same with XRP. Whereas a rapid growth project you could see a sell-off of maybe 30%, 40%. Or on a growth project, you could see a sell-off of 20% or more, right? So your portfolio is, highly volatile, whereas with a stability project, your portfolio typically stays intact and tends to grow, which is why a lot of the institutional investors and traders that are coming into the market are flowing money into Bitcoin, no surprise, Ethereum, and some other projects as well. Now, if you have learned a lot so far, I'll actually show you how to structure this out properly. But before I do that, I've got some exciting news for all of you. We just gave out 3 rapid growth projects that you can buy right now, as in right now in Crypto Crew Premium. 3 rapid growth projects that are getting ready to explode, right? And we think it will take place as early as this weekend. Some of them are already starting to move. Now, if you want access to that, join Crypto Crew Premium now. Access those rapid growth projects right away. And remember, this is time sensitive, so you want to join literally this second. Another important point, projects that we gave out to new members as they have joined. A member joined yesterday. He got in on one of our projects. That project is up over 30% so far for the day. The second project is up over 20% so far for the day, right? So this works. You've also seen from our free calls, for example, Veracity, as we just showed you, you should be up over 50% if you listen to that. Omi as well, you should be up quite significantly. So this is time sensitive. Join us right now. The link is below. I'll see you all later. And let's implement this strategy. Let's ensure that we create a bulletproof portfolio, but the one that can scale and achieve our financial goals this cycle. That's it for now. Until next update, seize the day.